Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching gyms open up all over New South Wales and Sydney, and we are interested how it's going in the gym world. We brought on Steve from Thrive Narrabeen. Stay tuned. We'll talk about it now.
Good morning, gents. How are we?
Good morning. If that doesn't wake you up, that intro, I don't know what does.
That's it. Thanks for joining us. Steve from Narrabeen, Thrive Narrabeen. This is the gentleman solely responsible for making me look good once a fortnight. We get a little PT session. It's a highlight of my Friday day off.
Exactly right. We have all sorts of conversations, don't we, Billy? Especially how bad you are at soccer as well and all that. So, we
won't talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, great.
But a quick little episode this morning. We are intrigued. You know, Mark mentioned earlier that gyms are popping up like coffee shops. They're a little bit everywhere, but we just wanted to see, how things are going off the back of COVID. Obviously, that's almost old news now. But are there things in the business that have changed and stayed for good now, or talk us through it?
Well, yeah, it's been a bit of a roller coaster a couple of years. I mean, I don't think anyone really anticipated what the lockdowns really meant until literally, I think it was our 5th birthday when we actually got locked down. So I think by 12 o'clock on that Monday, we were told out to cease business, and we just did not know what that meant. And I think I spent the first few hours just like thinking, okay, well, we've got to do online stuff now. We've got to like create online programs and look at software and technology that's going to help us get online and all this sort of stuff. And so you had this moment of like sort of panic. But it didn't end up being that way too much. Obviously, the online stuff really did take over a lot during lockdown, but I think the personal side of things and seeing people face to face and being inspired and working in groups on one-on-one training has it still is the main thing that I think people did miss during that moment. And we were sort of lucky enough during lockdown that, especially the first lockdown, we were able to still do one-on-one stuff, and we've actually got at the back of our gym at the car park. So we actually managed to still do something, right? Which was good for myself and also for the clients. So, but hearing other people during that moment, it was tough. It was tough, and I think everyone copped it in one way or another.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
Steve, now I'm in my 40s, and I'm thinking back to the 90s. I'm thinking back to the 80s. I'm thinking back to the early 2000s. It seems like there has been a distinct change in the way people are, using gyms. I remember there was the super gyms sort of came out in the 90s where they sort of sucked up and all the small guys sort of went out of business. And now it seems like it's gone the other way. Is that right?
Yes, sort of. I mean, but what I find is, I don't know, a lot of them seem to be quite similar. It's like if you could dissect every part of the fitness business, it's like they've got a niche for every single part of those things. So you got for example, your gym access people. So you got your 24/7 gyms, and there's about 3, 4, 5 different franchises within that you can possibly do. You got something similar to like what I'm an independent gym. So we do more one-on-one training and group class, but there's franchises that just specialize in one-on-one stuff. Then you've got your stuff like your F45s that do those group class and CrossFit group class based stuff. So I just think, probably more people are, compared to the 90s, 80s and 90s, like you mentioned, more people are going to the gym. Definitely compared to what we used to do. And that's the options that are available are just so much more greater, because even Pilates and yoga and that sort of stuff, like that's massive, So people that wouldn't traditionally go to something like your Fitness First or whatever Gold's Gym that you used to have back in the day, they were too intimidated to go to those types of things. So all these little boutique and niche gyms sort of keep popping up, and it sort of caters and tailors for those types of people that, don't want to go to a gym where, someone's flexing in front of a mirror. So,
yeah, that's a good point. Like commercialized, like this is a little bit more, a little bit more one-on-one, especially when it's, just down the road rather than in a big shopping mall, for example. Yeah,
and then it's all territory-based stuff. So, everyone wants to sort of secure a nice little pocket of space that they can service a certain area, and then just really focus on that. Then some other competitor wants to jump in on top of that as well. So that's where you get this, these gyms popping up left, right, center. It's just it's crazy. It is crazy. But whether all of them make money or not, that's probably another question. But it's just they a lot come up, but then a lot also get sold as well and go on the market. So it is a bit of a churn. But to be honest, COVID hasn't really put a halt on people still buying into gyms and into the fitness industry, which is quite interesting as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think there's definitely franchises for sale and people buying them and snapping them up. And like even I live out near Gladesville Way, and like there's honestly, even over the last year, I reckon there's been an extra couple more gyms that have gone into that area, and it's just ridiculous. But yeah.
So Steve, it's changed. And you've seen where it's sort of come from. Where do you reckon it's going to go from here? Because it's I guess, is there any room for change now? Because you think to yourself, how much can a gym change? Like it's training and weights. But it certainly has in the last, 5, 10, 15, 20. Where do you reckon that's going to go in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 from your experience? What are people's needs?
I think it all goes down to, obviously what, I think even with the lockdown and people going into like working from home a lot more, I think, people, they're highly, and, it's been very stressful times. I think people, that whole hustle and bustle, smash yourself for an hour type of thing, I think like that's still going to be relevant, but I think there's also that need for people to have been nurtured a little bit more based on, the hectic lifestyles, busy, time poor, and you probably know yourself. I mean, you guys are always bloody working and doing stuff, right? So, that nurturing aspect. So stuff like, stretch, mindfulness, and that, I think that's sort of where, I guess things could progress, or some businesses could do a bit better at, and creating that sort of community around that, so people feel like they got that sense of belonging and all that as well. Because that's one other aspect is people did miss the camaraderie and just being around other people. I think that's massive from the mental health point of view as well. But I think overall, I don't think you're really going to see any of the big gyms going anywhere anytime soon as well. I think it's they'll all have a place in the market for sure.
And Steve, are they more educated now? Because it's again coming back from where a base of 10, 20 years ago. It seems like there's a lot more education in that gym field. Like your personal trainer knows. Even the people going to the gym seem more educated about what they want out of it. Foods and protein.
Oh, mate, and that's all the online stuff, like social media, the apps that you can get now. Everyone sort of knows. But I think the main thing that people need now is that accountability, right? So, people that they know everything, I know what's good for me. Most of us know that. But if someone's not there to help keep you accountable to those goals that you set, then you can find yourself not actually doing it. So I think yes, the educational side of things is, from the trainer's perspective, is more. And I think I don't know the update, but I'm pretty sure like all the AIFs and the TAFEs and all that offer the Cert 3 and 4 fitness, like they're always full. So people like to get those qualifications done, even if they don't end up using them, because it actually, you can learn a lot about yourself, about health, nutrition, and lifting weights or whatever. So it is quite important. But unfortunately, in terms of the lifespan of a trainer, it's still actually quite low. You know, I've been in the
Really?
industry pretty much my whole adult life, and which is very rare, to be honest, because most people only last about 6 months or not even. You know,
Really?
so although yes, the education, yeah, it's greater, but I think that's all driven from our accessibility to everything that we can get.
Do you get a lot of
Bill,
people moving around as well? Like in terms of staff, you know, people chopping and changing gyms?
Do you know what? Yes, maybe more with those, you know, like Any Times and Fitness First and stuff like that. People try and get the best sort of arrangement for themselves. But so something like what we do is sort of more one-on-one training. So, you know, although we've had, you know, trainers that come and go, like anything, people do generally stick around a little bit longer because it's a bit more of a personable thing, like, you know, so
Relationship.
yeah, so in terms of moving around, it's not so much it's not that great around here.
Hey Steve, can you explain your most annoying customer and what they do without giving them away?
It's not
The most
me, but
annoying customer.
it's not me.
What's the most annoying, without giving the person away, what's the most annoying traits of someone coming to you to go to a gym session?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think what we do, we actually like naturally qualify clients quite well, because if you're, I mean, obviously, you know, to answer your question quickly, you know, someone that doesn't show up to sessions, someone that doesn't, you know, basically listen to you and do all the stuff that you want them to do to help them achieve their results. But, you know, with what we do, it's sort of like it encourages people to actually show up. So you're not just sort of signing them up, getting them into and they just go and do the gym by themselves, because you find those ones that lacks that internal motivation are the ones that will sort of, you know, get slack with things, not follow through. So ones that are, you know, actually committed to seeing a trainer or coming to group classes and doing that, they're the ones that actually will achieve better results. And you know, since we started about 6-7 years ago, we, you know, I've still got clients that have been here since day one. So, so it's quite good and cool how people, you know, do stay for that community for the results they've achieved and being consistent, most importantly.
Yeah. Mark,
Billy boy, you got any more questions? Because Steve got a class in 4 minutes.
I do actually, yeah. I might show you guys outside. There's a bit of a pumping class happening at the moment too.
Show us the gym.
Yeah, I will show you the gym. Hang on 1 second. There's a HIIT class going on at the moment with Vanessa. I just need to make sure I'm facing the right way.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, we got some old school music on as well.
That. Some lunges.
Hey guys, you're on live. So say hello. Yeah, so it's busy in there. It is good. Most of them will stay for my class, which is boxing. So
yeah, the boxing sessions are killer. They're good.
Yeah. Sorry about the music. You can hear that. It's like locomotive or something.
We love the music. So just off Pitwood Road in Narrabeen, right next to the Beeline, drop through and say hi to Steve. Promise you won't disappoint. It's a good laugh. Football's always on as well. So any football lovers, there's always been a pram. Yeah,
for sure. All right, guys. It was a pleasure. Thanks for having us on. And just on the side note for what you guys do, I must say, it's really cool. I actually have been watching a few of your episodes, and I think it has helped me. I think I need to have some commercial lease stuff that I need helping with, and watching some of your videos actually really helped. So keep up the good stuff, guys. Really appreciate it.
Love that.
You're a legend.
We're here to help.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks,
Billy. Have a great day, guys. See ya.
See you later.